Regular council meeting for the corporation of the township of Brunel and Dock and Raglan. This 6th day of August 2025 at 7 p.m. As we gather this evening, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of this council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. We are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Roll call, Councillor Banks.
Here.
Councillor Cockrell. Here. Councillor Keller.
Here.
Councillor Plum.
Present.
We have a resolution to adopt the agenda. It reads that we, the council for the corporation of the township of Brunel and Dock and Raglan, adopt the agenda as submitted. Can I get a mover for that, please?
Can you?
Moved by Councillor Keller, seconded by Councillor Banks. Any comments, questions?
Yeah.
I'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Yeah.
Opposed? None. The motion is carried. Is there any disclosure for pecuniary interest in anything on the agenda tonight for anyone? Seeing none. The mayor's address, well, it was supposed to be a quiet month, but it wasn't so quiet. I attended 4 meetings outside our council meeting, looking at a rec meeting. We had a mayor's meeting with the mayors on this end of the county off the 17th, just to catch up on things. I attended the OPP town hall meeting and I attended the trauma debriefing meeting and left there and was invited to go to the egress for the opening ceremonies. So I went there, got greetings from the township. So that was my month. So hopefully, and seeing that we had such a record short meeting last month, maybe we want to think next year to suspend our meeting in July. Just take a break. Most councils do. I know a lot of them suspend the 2 months, but I don't think that's a good idea. 1 month should be. Okay, and other than that, that's solid.
Well, did you ever find out how much you raised for that walkathon?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's not very good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's in there, I just don't.
Tell me yet?
I think I've seen the total and I'm something in my head is sticking at 23,000, but I wouldn't want to be clear. So, but it's gotta be out there. So. Do you have anything from the No? Okay, delegations and representations. We have Featherstone and in come forward, please. Where I want to see, just pull something up at the end of the table there. You sit there, you might get your and you're short and Virginia and get below it. There we go.
Okay. So we're here to talk about September 20th for doing like the usage of the facility of the arena community center. We're also asking for it on the 19th and 21st for set up and take down for a benefit for Maya. We're doing a dance, ball tournament, raffle, poutine and barbecue and fireworks from the fire department. We're also doing a dinner. We are asking if we could use it at no cost from you guys. And we're also asking if you could write a letter to the school board for permission to use the ball field. we have talked to them and they do want us to pay a cost to use it right now.
The ball field at
Yeah.
the school.
Yeah.
So we were asking if you guys, when we were talking to the school board, they had mentioned that there's a agreement between the township and the school district to use it. And if we weren't going to go that route, then we would have to pay
Yeah.
to use it.
All the ones it's for a children's ball.
Yes.
And any children's
Yes.
event that
Yes.
would run about 3 hours.
Yeah.
So a kid's raffle, balloon animals, popcorn machine that's being donated. And just kids' games.
Outside.
Yeah, outside.
So from the hours of, well, say 1 to 6.
More like, I think it's like 10 to 1 type thing.
Yeah.
Well, let's say 10 to 3, so you're trying.
Yeah.
And just like nothing indoors, just all outdoors.
Yeah.
And then I was going to ask if council could ask staff to write a letter of support for the event for the liquor license.
So as part of it, we would need to deem it as municipally, significant.
So I've dealt with this in the past with the events here, and now Manager Virginia, if we could put a motion together for council. Just get council to look at it as a municipally significant event tonight, and then the resolution can be used in the application for the license, that makes it easier.
So. The municipality won't cover it with insurance stuff.
No,
We are covered.
They're covering it with
No.
insurance, okay,
They can't get a liquor license because they're not a.
yeah,
organization, yeah.
And just, I think because of the scale of it is why, the Alcohol and Gaming Commission, but filed the application.
yeah,
It just won't be approved until we have that letter
okay,
submitted.
yeah, you have, they have to have a resolution.
Yes.
For that.
Resolution or letter from the manager.
Yeah.
Resolution, Jesus.
Yeah. That's pretty well, so then, for the rest of the event, outside of the liquor events. Does the township's insurance cover them?
Assume no, that's.
The event outside of the liquor? Does the municipality's insurance cover that?
Your recreation, community, fire department, other groups are doing this, they are likely to participate. in that, so it's
Yeah. Okay.
No, for Blair County.
And we also cover at the school as well.
They're.
Be only that,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Are you having a catered dinner or is it potluck or?
It's a little bit of both, it's potluck and cater, so Camp Walden has asked if they can donate the protein
Okay,
end of the dinner.
okay,
I know the rec committee, they had asked if they could help in some way, and like. We had asked the fishing game if they would like to be a part of it as well. Andrea, Andrea Stonehands, is that what she's called? Andrea's catering.
Catering.
Yeah, so she had asked if she could donate meat and buns for the evening for late lunch.
okay,
Yeah, so it is, we're trying to get like all the different people in the community involved, because it is a community event, right?
yeah,
So, and that's how we are.
And we're hoping to have some teenagers that can.
Yeah.
Community service credits to help us serve and set up and come out.
Yeah.
okay. Good. Yes.
And
Well, thanks for doing what you're doing.
thanks for sure, we're glad you're done here, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you. So any other questions from council?
So I think all we should look at is that prior to the event, just say copy the insurance letter, we should react.
Yeah, we're going to do those, so.
For the liquor license, they're talking
Oh,
for the, usage of the
Yeah.
facility, right?
No, we was.
Okay,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Will be,
Yeah.
okay,
And the municipality was to be named as addition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So council has no problem with, giving me,
No, no.
and I understand that money is going into a trust,
yes,
and you will have 3 people.
yes,
yes.
that is still all open.
So we have a bank account represented as a holding account in which you can only accept money. The only way money can go out is that there are 3 of us.
Yes.
Myself, Christine Hutter and Krista Fournier. Must sign off only checks. We can't do anything else. So that's where all the funds are being held at the moment. And then we've been in contact with a lawyer about the taxes. So
Yeah, and he's going to donate
his services.
his services to do the Sheldon Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna donate his services for that, so all he has to do is get in touch with him.
Yeah.
Well, there's some things you'll have to think about, you know, like do we all 3 in agreement or the 2?
Yeah, we did nicely talk, so he's.
Yeah, and he'll discuss all that with you in the best way issue.
Oh, there was one other thing, we're still getting the raffle license. It's-
Yes,
Yeah, it's supposed to,
Yeah.
but there'll be. I don't know, we have lots of donations as well.
On the
So he's,
yes,
level certificate.
yeah.
okay, that's what I wanted, they were doing it,
Yes.
that's great.
Yes.
You know, so that's another entity
And
in
it's
the
another
community.
community color, you know,
Exactly, yeah. And then if anybody is looking or wants to make a donation for that, they can reach out to us and they can. Either transfer directly or I've been collecting cash and checks, so.
So anything like that also at the store will also be going into that one, and we go and I think it's when I'm.
yes,
Some sort of a draw or whatever.
I saw,
They will be going donating that.
yeah, a girl and a Colleen and a lady here who's making little turtles, and she's selling them, she raised $200 a couple weeks ago, selling little turtles she made.
Yeah,
The Maynooth Farmers Market raised the most they've ever raised, on female on a bun to donate towards Maya.
Oh, Sue Martin Platts tractor event, they did that. And somebody told me that this is Summers Brothers dealership, they have a fishing tournament.
I've seen something that they were doing.
Yeah.
I had a call also from the Cobden Civic Council. And they wanna make a donation, so I'll call them tomorrow. I told them to hang on till I got information. So I'll call them in the morning.
And the Legion as well, but they can't donate directly to, they can't take their money and donate directly, so they're doing some sort of barbecue or something, and then they'll be donating their.
Okay. So everyone's in favor? Yes, we need a resolution. Do we need 2 resolutions? One for Heidi. Do it all in together. Oh, did you? Okay. You'll have to uncover the like.
Who's this thing? What if you want? Top, no.
You might have to refresh that.
Should I leave my email, or you could just do the benefit for Maya if you want to send a copy of it?
Okay, the council for the corporation, the township of Brunel and Dr. Ragland hereby approve the use of the BLR Community Center on September 20th, should that be 19, 20, and 21? Is they want the day or the day after? Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Usually, wow, prizes are you accepting prizes or just cash for the money or prizes?
Oh.
Both of it.
On September 19th, 20th, and 21st for fundraising event at no cost. and that the fundraiser will be declared a municipally significant event. Is that good for the liquor?
Should be.
Okay. Can I get a mover for that, please? Moved by Councillor Quad, seconded by Councillor Banks. And any comments, questions? I'll turn the vote, all in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? None. The motion is carried. Thank you, ladies, for good luck going in. It sounds like it's gonna be Thursday, 17th.
It's to be fun.
It will be.
One minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's nice.
thank you. You can put me on your list of volunteers to do something.
Oh, yeah, well, definitely give me something you can. Yeah. Okay, take mine. Okay.
Resolution, Corporation, the Township of Blue Mountain, authorizing hereby adopt the minutes of the regular council meeting of July 2nd, 2025, as presented. Can you give over for that, please? Moved by Councilor Ray, second by Councilor Otto. Any comments, questions, errors, or omissions? Call for the vote, all those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed, and the motion is carried. Okay, we have a resolution that we council of the corporation of the township of Blue Mountain, and I will hereby direct the fire chief to proceed with negotiations on used 2003 International Pumper Tanker fire truck from Eastwood Tank. Further, should a favorable deal for the municipality be made, allow the fire chief to execute such deal. Can I get a mover for that? Moved by Councilor Banks, seconded by Councilor Calhoun. And we have a staff report and they're here too.
So through the mayor's council, I, recently been made aware of a potential replacement for two of our vehicles. Now, I did discuss this a little bit during our budget discussion. We had a truck that was needing some repairs with the tank that's leaking. We're able to make some temporary repairs on that, but it's not gonna be lost, so. And now recently we've had some issues with, the batteries being drained, we can't seem to find the source of the problem. So it's gonna take some more researching and not be able to figure it out, but. So what we're proposing here is the 2001 Kenworth tanker that's causing us problems, and the 1993 GMC that was purchased from Hillala a number of years ago. We will trade those two vehicles for the 2003 International. That particular truck was a pumper tanker, which is a combination of two trucks put into one. So we're downsizing our fleet, and then bring us up a few years newer. And hopefully last for a number of years beyond that one. So right now I'm negotiating a little back and forth with them to send them some information on our trucks. They potentially have a buyer for one of them right now, and it's. Unfortunately, they're on holidays this week, so I haven't, but they don't get any updates. So we're able to trade the two trucks, it's gonna be an even trade. If we don't, we're looking at offering or something $40,000 for the Kenworth tanker. And then they would have to come up with the difference. So we would put the 93 on both deals, declare a surplus and auction it off. Probably we'll see $10,000 of that. And we've had some income via insurance claims through more legal accidents this year that we could use the funds to top up. So we can do that, right? Another right, I'm pondering on is doing something similar to what we did with when we bought the new truck. And approach two businesses and get from relationships to come with difference. So a couple different avenues there, but I need to secure this first and let's see.
So. If we get 40K, and then 10, if we get 10, so 50, so the double is 40K.
Yeah, I mean, difference is, okay.
And if we don't get donations, then we don't get whatever, let's just assume the worst case.
Yeah.
We have budget for that, or where's the money coming from?
We didn't budget.
There's nothing running for it, however, I thought, for the income coming in off of legal actions. Insurance, more legal actions. Yeah, so we're going to claim for our time, so
What do you think that will bring?
that has to make.
That, yeah, you has come in or that you will get.
I'll be $15,000 one going out here next week, plus there's probably at least 10,000, 20,000. In that range, it's.
So then we're not too much short.
I know it's a little deal for some donations now.
So insurance and he's sitting around some 25K. So I'll just down to 15K.
I'm sure. One phone call and I'm sure. No,
So worst case scenario, we always have to look at worst case just in case, because we come through, so. It's 15,000 that we're not sure of. Then we didn't budget for, that's all.
Do you have a fire reserve?
yeah, there's reserve 600 and
Yeah.
25,000 and funding.
Okay. So if we have to have that.
Then that's covered. So that's also, yeah, so we have one, and then if you do.
The worst case scenario, we have full for our fundraising, and then we'll post donations to a township.
So it's all there.
Yeah.
And then some.
We make this happen.
Okay.
We found some savings.
So we will fuck it up with the 2 trucks.
Well, that's, yeah, you know, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, sure.
we have a significant amount of repairs that are.
Yeah.
Done.
So where are these 2 trucks stationed then?
They're both in route now right now. So
Okay.
this would be a refreshment for route now.
Also, they'd be down to 1 truck up there, but it carries a lot more water.
It carries as much water as the.
The 2
tank
that
now has the same pumping capacity as the pump, so I
You
guess
need one,
three runners, one dry.
Sure.
Right now. We usually get one truck hauling over, it's quite a while later before they get 7 months. Drivers, the labor said, they work out challenge, it's. Yeah, one week goes fine.
well, it sounds good, it's, the one's there for.
So we can make it happen, so.
You haven't looked at it yet.
We haven't, Tammy Dale and all this week, and one of them all got. I want to say the whole staff are on all days.
So.
Very long posts. They can see it sitting there, but the. That's the front. That's the pump. That's the front mount pump.
Yeah.
Lots of storage space, compartments, and then there's a dump chute in the back that makes it there. So. That's automatic. It's really easy. It eliminates another manual transmission.
Yeah. How many Ks on,
I want to say 40. Like it's low level, very low. Just.
Where did it come from?
It came from, I asked this, the guy wasn't quite sure whether his computer had a home. It was a little municipality, which we get a lot of use. So. Yeah, it's in really good shape. Yeah, so.
Any other questions for the guys? No.
Safety, safety, not safety, that's why I want to make a example of here, that's going to put. Can't see if anything, it's going to be breaks. Yeah. It's it's usually what's the biggest thing there's a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mileage from that.
Well, that's not, but they get going hard and put away.
Well, yeah, I mean, and they have the original racer.
Yeah, they-
The one settled.
Good possibility.
So what's the thing about, put the cell phone race, it's terrible.
Just tidbit from the salesman, knowing if you're aligning with 650,000.
No, nothing.
No, Well, I think it's from the last one. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so, I will call for the vote, all those in favor. Smith.
Yes.
Opposed, none, the motion is carried. Okay, we have a resolution, the council for the corporation, the township of Brunel and Dock and Raglan direct staff to dismantle the mini gym located in the community center and move equipment to the fire department. They get a mover back, please. Moved by Councillor Quad, seconded by Councillor Cullen. Okay,
All right, short and sweet through there again, we've had zero use in our mini gym for over a year now, no memberships this year. I think Charles on the 1 year, how many we've had each year for the last 5 years. And I can count on the same man and those, the way people actually use their memberships. It's
Everybody's
taken-
in shape.
I guess everybody's.
The fire department's gonna be rich, but sure.
Listen, I didn't want to see the equipment go to waste, someone had to ask me about, setting up, we have a spare room in the back of one of the halls. Few of them would ask, we get some equipment or something, and that's, well, this is kind of a win-win for everybody. We can move most of the equipment out of there and put it to use. While returning the space back to what it was intended for as a change room. And some tone for storage, so. There's been no use, it's. Yeah, it's again, since the CRC is a little part of the program, it'd be nice for them to stop the start, they're still.
has anyone talked to the recreation committee about it?
But yeah,
Yeah,
no, I haven't yet, but I can't foresee them.
I know one of the members that's talking about maybe doing a weightlifting thing for boys. So that's just why I brought it.
Well, there's a couple sets of weights in there. No reason why they couldn't remain, if they wanna do something like that,
Yeah,
the gym itself could be. Dismantled.
yeah.
What about the program, I don't know whether it's a possibility, to program or in the fire department. If everything is moved over there, or no? Not good access.
Well, that's the access thing would be an issue. Maybe if it's a small, good line, I'll take it.
I think. Like, I'm not against it, but I think seeing that we have a rec committee, maybe it's something that should be
Yeah. right,
discussed with them at a meeting before council just
Yeah, there's a
have it
meeting
dismantled.
On the 12th, right?
I'm not sure when.
Yes, it's coming up, it's not 12.
Next
So next
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, I think that will be
Okay.
more the group.
Yeah, Rosewood, by the person.
So council's all right with it, and then see what recreation says.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like I said, if we want, we can split the stuff up, take some each way and
Yeah,
do it that way.
so what does our resolution say? So can we do a friendly amendment, say something like. Do you think it was satisfactory comments from the, yeah,
Then upon feedback from the direction.
yeah.
Call for the vote, all those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed, none, the motion is carried. So maybe you can mention that to Ken. For the, put on the record, you know. Okay, we have the Council for the Corporation of the Township of Blue Mountain Dock and Raglan extend the community garden land lease agreement until October 31st, 2025. To allow for site cleanup and harvesting. Could I get a mover from that, please? Recommend, moved by Councillor Caldwell, seconded by Councillor Banks.
Okay, so there again, just another cleanup item, the land lease agreement between the municipality and 2 months has expired. Again, the garden has seen very little participation, volunteers, very limited. I'm based on finding myself this year in my own turn. You can tell me the need so much time after an election after it, so. We grew with it. So. I can't see. Justify extending this for another 10 years, 5 years, whatever. We're paying grass cut, property maintained. It's costing us money, nobody's using it. So,
Yeah.
It's sad, it's.
Wow,
So it's.
I mean, it's one thing in a city, but here everybody has their own garbage, so I mean,
There's a little patch of on something.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's it.
so then. you-
Suggesting to just extend the lease until the end of October to allow us to.
Yeah.
End up and whatever.
So then you have to, you'll have to restore it however the agreement.
Yeah, I don't know, it says, I believe it's how we leave it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll check that out, to make sure.
Well, I mean, so much of that's, yeah, working about that's that.
Okay, I'll call for the vote, all those in favor? Yes. Opposed, none, the motion is carried. Fourth, seeing a resolution of the council for corporation of the township of Green Mountain and Raglan hereby accept the correspondence as circulated. To get a mover for that, please. Moved by Councillor Keller, seconded by Councillor Watt. Is there anything in there that anyone wants? Oh.
And on the federal level, the $10,000 thing is already there at the federal level, so I don't know. But I like the idea that it would be higher than $10,000.
Yeah.
But at the federal level, it's 10 grand, which is in and out of the country. Okay, so that's it.
Lost my dollar.
Yeah, that's where the 10,000 comes from. Yeah. I'm guessing because you gotta report anything over 10,000. Yeah. And what would happen?
So where is that, which one?
That's under
10-3, 10-4.
Okay. Okay.
But it is true what you're saying. Like there's lots of smaller communities in areas where it's not uncommon for someone to hand in 15,000 cash. That's I was just talking to someone this week, they were getting $18,000 cash for something. I don't know, I checked it. It was cash. So it's not uncommon yet.
Yeah, but even for a check, like they're talking about that too. No.
Well, usually when it's money laundering, it's cash. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you want that involved?
I would support it I would support that, just for the smaller communities, even like with farmers and that, people like that, I mean, it's. Like you go to a recycling company, that's an example, I'll give you an example, and you bring in a year's worth of cotton, they'll pay you that in cash. It could be well past $1,000. I like that you being able to use cash when you need to. Yeah. You don't like the idea of moving too far away. I understand leaving the country. Yeah. Because groups that fit track in the government understand what they're doing when it's outside the country, but inside the country, especially in rural areas.
Yeah.
People still use oil cash.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's common in rural areas.
Yeah. Anything else?
For me, that's really my son.
Okay, so then you've done many to the resolution. Okay, so it's been amended to accept item 10.4. Be brought back in the next council meeting. Okay, so can I call for the vote, all those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed, none, the resolution is carried. Okay, we have this resolution that we council for the township of Brunel and Falcon Raglan. Hereby approve the cost of $3.95 for a business size advertisement in the Gulf Media Legion Ontario Command's 13th annual military service recognition book. Could I get a mover for that, please? Moved by Councillor Claude, seconded by Councillor Coughlin. Did we support that last year, or did we give that money to the Royal State Legion?
I think we give it to the Bears, Great
To
Legion.
the top? That's what
I know we give them money, but
Yeah,
give it directly to the league, didn't we?
That's what I think.
yeah, I think so, yeah.
And I know there was some question if the money was donated to the coffee fund, if that went, like, stayed locally,
Yeah,
and then I asked that question, and it does.
I think that's why we gave it to the Legion.
Yes,
Yeah, for local.
yeah. I mean, it's nice that they recognize, but $400 for something this size.
Yeah,
I mean, $400 to a veteran can help a lot. So if that's what council's feeling is, then we should defeat that motion.
yeah, I think so. If we're gonna give it to the Legion.
Yeah.
Yes.
One more. Is that, just trying to see if I can find, I want to. I'll be in the next issue. I think it came up and we changed our mind a little bit.
Last year.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, no. Mhm. There's recognition, there's two different ones that counts. Okay. There's the service recognition, locally, and there's another. Okay, I think it was the other one that. Yeah. So what's council's feeling, honey? We could do both of them to the region.
I like that idea. Like I say, then stay local.
Yeah. And it's still going to that.
Veterans, yeah. I mean, what does the admin in the book do for us?
And if you look in that book, I've looked at it. And I don't know if there's anybody, any ads in there from anybody in this area except us.
So I'd rather see it go to the Legion and stay local myself.
Mhm.
Well, we did this much to the Legion as well.
Okay, so what do you recommend we do?
So council is looking in favor of the motion that's put forward. We have to
Yeah,
vote it down.
yeah.
And then would we do a motion in new business for this amount to go to?
Yeah.
Okay. We wouldn't do it here. Or should we defeat that motion and then make a new motion to go?
And somebody's, a member of council that eventual table.
Okay, yeah. So should we do it now or should we do it at the next meeting?
Not that good now.
It wouldn't hurt on the way, you can,
Yeah.
that's game right where you can defeat this one.
Yeah.
To the next meeting.
Okay, so so then someone just put the motion on the table as we defeat this one. To donate that $395. To the local region. Talking points fees for local veterans.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call for the vote on the motion to advertise in the recognition book. All those in favor? Opposed?
Yeah.
All opposed, motion is defeated.
And we just round up then,
Pardon?
we just round up then. $395, not like it's, so.
Yeah, somebody has to put the motion on the table.
Yeah. So then all things on the table to. To the regional record.
Okay, to the body funds, because that's what goes to the veterans. And how much money?
You're talking about forward.
Yes.
You have to be seven. You have to run 100% of the private. So I agree with them, not usually.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, keep up with me. And then if there's another one comes that you can. You don't have to do it right now, then you can pop on this app. The original community thought, no volunteer. Is 395 without HST. However, you can use it. Right. Graduates should be in this. Okay, we have a motion. That was moved by Councilor Bosch. And the motion reads that we, the council for the corporation of the township of Brunel and Goffin Raglan, hereby make a donation in the amount of $400 to the coffee fund to support the local legion. Can I get a seconder for that? Councilor Banks, any comments or questions? All those in favor, we'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed, none, the motion is carried. Okay, we have a resolution of support from our last meeting. Be it resolved that the council for the corporation of the township of Brunel, Lindau and Raglan support the correspondence from the township of Black River Matheson with the request for exemption to proposed mandatory firefighter certification requirements, Ontario Reg 343/22. Whereas the Ontario government has enacted Ontario Reg 343/22 establishing mandatory certification requirements for firefighters under the Fire Protection and Prevention Act 1997. And whereas council for the corporation of the township of Brunel and Northern Raglan acknowledges the importance of standardized firefighting training and safety. And whereas these mandatory certification requirements pose significant challenges on small rural and northern municipalities due to limited financial and training resources, geographic barriers, and reliance on volunteer fire departments. And whereas the implementation of these requirements without additional flexibility or support may negatively impact the township's ability to recruit and retain volunteer firefighters and provide adequate fire protection to its residents. Now therefore be it resolved, council for the corporation of the township of Brunel, Lindau and Raglan formally opposes the mandatory firefighter certification requirements as currently outlined in Ontario Regulation 343/22, and further that this resolution be forwarded to the Solicitor General, Premier of Ontario, MPP Billy Deneau, and Fire Marshal Amo FONOM and all Ontario municipalities. Who's spelling the same Marshal? Okay, can I get a legal for that, please? Moved by Councilor Kelly, second by Councilor Banks. Any comments or questions? We'll call for the vote. All those in favor? Opposed, none, the motion is carried. Okay, be it resolved, council for the corporation of the township of Brunel, Lindau and Raglan support the town of Bradford West Bloomsbury resolution regarding advocacy and
Increase income support threshold. And that. And further, that this resolution be forwarded to the Honorable Jill McKnight, Minister of Affairs, the Honorable Amber Shear, acting leader of the official opposition, Cheryl Galand, MP, Algonquin, Renfrew, Pembroke, the Federation of Canadian Municipalities and the Association of Municipalities of Ontario and all Ontario municipalities. Can I get a mover for that, please? Moved by Council Quad, seconded by Council Banks. Any comments or questions? Call for the vote, all those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed, none, the motion is carried. We have a resolution of the Council for the Corporation of the Township of Blue Mountain, Docking Ryburn, to accept the Traveler Cooperative Special Event Notification as information only. Did I get a move for that, please? Move by Councilor Papa, seconded by Councilor Quad. Any comments or questions? Is this the one with Adam for Betty? No, this is Huntington.
It'll be a busy weekend up here, cause it's
Yeah.
been weekend, there's all this stuff here.
Sure thing. On the 20th.
1920, 21st.
So, okay, so I'll call for the vote, all those in favor?
Yep.
Opposed, none, the motion is carried. This is a letter from. William McCarthy, Green Creek Ranch Road. If everybody's going to look at it. Do you have anything, Jordan, that you can add to this?
Yeah. We've done some research here and found some. As resolutions regarding snow plowing and Iris on Sheldon very well. There's another one from many years ago. Limited details on it, a resident looking for the road to be maintained. We're not sure to what point. I reached out to Delma today. And Delma's time here, now we're. No, I think that's all. But speaking with Jimmy, today as well, the road did receive an annual grading. Up to around 2017, at that point, it was stopped for some reason. And there's been nothing done since then, so almost 10 years of no maintenance on it. I truly think that council should take a drive and we can get together and look at this road. It's going to take a lot of work to bring it back to shape. I know there's some logging operations going on here right now. Maybe they've done some work to it already. But I think that's the whole purpose of this. You want the road fixed so the loggers can get in.
Right. Well, I guess. I'm on Friday, if you wanna go Friday, look at it.
Well, it'd be nice to all guys who can. Involve all of that, yeah, awesome.
So,
We do have some here.
so is that the road beyond where they planted?
Yes.
Yes, so I've been on that, that's skin.
Yeah, but I mean, that's 10 years ago when I was last one, why is he only coming now? And if there's loggers in there, why don't they?
They usually fix the roads if they're long, usually.
So where does he live, beyond the lake?
He's passed away.
Okay.
Other than that, I think I have limited information here.
Where does this road go? It goes off the Lost Nation Road, right?
Off of Lost Nation, yes.
Where?
Where?
Yeah.
Right, it's
Charter Lake?
Yeah.
Parker Lake is back there, but
Yeah.
do you remember Lane Curtis lives then?
No.
You know, where the
Is that
dealership was.
around somewhere where the road went to Clifford Jessup's?
Still, it's,
No,
No?
yeah.
That
I'm
was,
swinging off that.
in the old days, that road should have, I think, came up to Green Mountain, but
They,
That would go
They
away.
have,
Yeah, way back.
street, I think right now we have to see from the other side somewhere, I don't know.
you might be lower than we had.
They used to go through it way back.
So,
I remember going through there like years ago when, like, that's when Dad was on council, and the road was. In the shape, way back then, I'm talking. Eighties?
Yeah.
No, that's when I was.
That's 4 years ago, yeah.
I'm telling, when back then. It was in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
That was back in like
there's no way this back there, because from what I understand, I'm not, you can. Yeah, and this is our, it's.
So way back, years, well, it used to be just a camp out there.
What is that road classified as in our bylaws? A seasonal?
It doesn't give specific ranges in the bottle. So on the county mapping, it's showing from where our turnaround is back is seasonal. Now county mapping is not accurate. I don't know. So I think before we invest in the year, council meeting a lot.
Ignorance question. If there was a house there, would that make a difference?
If there was a permanent residence there or something, yeah, we would.
Why would he get a building permit for a permanent residence on the laws used to maintain?
Yeah,
That's what I'm wondering, when I was to sell a property, who's gonna buy place to go, that's a people, if I know something.
Yeah, it's just recreational property.
There's no hydro plant, right?
No,
You know, it's a rock trail, there's a couple mean, there's a hill there. Yeah.
Jerry said that when you raise, because almost like you're taking off on a spaceship, you're looking all over. Sky, I don't know, that is. Right.
yeah, you wouldn't get a building permit for a permanent residence there.
Unless the resident was willing to upgrade.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Stand.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being rated.
I said, I haven't, it's a long time, I don't recall.
Yeah.
On council.
Jimmy was there, I think it was 27, somewhere in the stop grade. So,
Yeah, I know before that, it was given at least once a year,
yeah,
so I remember driving by, and all the road was like. I should have been back.
Yeah, I when I was living in
Yeah.
for 2 weeks, yeah, and we go fishing.
Yeah.
Bill would call me and call Virginia, just call Virginia first. And I called him. I would leave my answer on the phone and I knew to do some research before I get back to see, but I wasn't giving my answers. And I basically told her that if there's any upgrade to meet the standards, it's gonna have to come through. Yeah. So that's where we're at.
Well, it was on for a little minute. But. Can I take my fishing rod?
Last time I fished for it was like, right?
Oh, we from there a few times. The boat actually just right on shore.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got actually brought there almost 4.
do you remember when the ministry was like?
Okay,
It's up to you guys.
Well,
We should know.
what was that?
yes,
I guess I'm just wondering if the decision isn't to you, about the people that they get the property tax. Cause he's saying he's paid and he hasn't got any benefits.
Well, that's the property taxes reflect the service and the property business value.
Yeah.
So,
Just be like anybody else that has a piece of land law. Really.
well, it's not land law.
No, but I'm saying, like, she's on it, so taxes.
Being things.
just the yourself.
Yeah, there's lots.
Driving it has been maintained for over 10 years, why is he asking for it now?
Well, I mean, that's just a lot stiffer again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're accessing it from behind Laurel Lake, they do have access.
There's two ways.
It could be private though, crossing private.
No, there's crown land back there behind Laurel Lake.
So. As it sits now, jumps off of concession or is on gravel, and then it goes around the end of the lake.
Can they access that from Deep Lake too?
I don't know, I mean, I've never been right
Yes.
in there,
Yeah. Cause when I was talking to Tammy about it, I think. It's behind Deep Lake.
It's the.
There's a road goes
It might
in,
be, for sure.
yeah, there's a road goes into Deep Lake,
Yeah. Behind
but
that.
I don't know how good it
I'm
is,
not sure if connection with back rather, but it's definitely behind.
yeah.
So how do you get into Deep Lake, go in house stop there?
You know-
515?
Yeah,
I've seen that.
you know, when the cross, girls right,
But yeah.
yeah, yeah, you cross the river it is, but I don't know how around Robert, it's too early. There's an eye on one side then. Yeah. Okay, so
I'm heading to go look, it's been a while since.
so then this will be tabled till the next meeting.
It's gonna have to be, we're gonna go look at.
Yeah, cause I don't think it's.
There's very more resolution than right now. so-
No, and I mean, you don't really know what the situation is.
That's what's a lot.
I can't go on Friday, but that's
I
okay.
can't go Friday, no, it's fine. I have to do
There's
it.
an evening.
Yeah, you never. You saw.
Can we not do that a Wednesday evening? I always leave my Wednesdays open for some meetings.
That's
Don't matter to me.
Yeah, before, no, I can't cancel it, so it's gonna fall to them, but that's okay. You guys go,
You don't want to come fish?
no,
I'm just teasing.
Alright,
uh,
check it.
What time?
Where she is, it's flexible.
I don't know, we meet at the store there at 6. Good enough for me.
Sure.
Okay.
Are we all getting in your brand new truck?
No.
I don't think he's taking his new truck in.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, and then
I'll carry a chainsaw just in case.
Like I said, they're all now, so they haven't done this in a long time, or, so they're like, they're okay, that.
well, that's usually part of the logging operation, they go in first and fill the road.
Yeah,
So,
cause they don't wanna scratch those brand new 18 wheelers they have either.
Well, no. Skates.
Yeah.
Okay, on go. Year-to-date financials. We have a motion to meet the council of the corporation, the township of Rhode Island, and recommend accept the year-to-date budget variance and the monthly expenses summary is presented. Can you get an over for that, please? Moved by Council Coppell, seconded by Council Quad. Everybody's up with the comments. Okay, I'll call for the motion for the building motion then. All those in favor? Opposed, none, the motion is carried. Shoreline road allowance closure. The resolution is that the council for the corporation, the township of Blue Mountain, Mountain Rider, and hereby adopt bylaw number 2025-23, being a bylaw to provide for the closing and stopping up part of the original allowance for road along the shore of Laurel Lake Lane in front of lot 9, concession 9, part 4, in the geographic township of Blundell, and for the transfer thereof to the owner of the abutting land, having been read a third time and finally passed. Did it get delivered to that, please? And can move by Council Felta, seconded by Councilor Banks. Any comments or questions? I'll call and vote, all those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed, none, the motion is carried. Or this is the next one, yeah. Oh, you're fast. We We have a resolution for another shoreline road lands closure that the council for the corporation of the township of Broome Island, Dock and Raglan hereby adopt bylaw 2025-28, being a bylaw to provide for the closing and stopping up of part of the original lands for road along the shore of Raglan Lake, laying in front of Part of 21, concession 1213 in the geographic township of Raglan, and for the transfer thereof to the owner of the abutting land, having been read a third time and finally passed. I get a given for that, please. Moved by Councilor Paul, seconded by Councilor Banks. Any comments or questions? I'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed, none, the motion is carried. We have another bylaw for, an agreement. That the council of the corporation, the township of Broome Island, Dock and Raglan hereby adopt bylaw 2025-35, being a bylaw to authorize the execution of an agreement between the council and the corporation of the township of Broome Island, Dock and Raglan and the corporation of the township of Carlisle, having been read first, second, and third time, and finally that passed. Can I get a mover for that, please? Moved by Councilor Quad, seconded by Councilor Fowler. Any comments or questions? There's money for your fire truck.
Yeah, I'll
Say
say,
a lot for the same up for pushing.
25,000, you said it was doing? 10,000?
But it
I'm
was,
assuming it's gonna be going.
yeah. Okay, so any other comments, questions?
Now, this is just for like house fires and all that, it's
Yeah.
not for accidents or.
Destruction.
Okay, yeah, because you don't want to get called for search and rescue and all of that. stuff.
Destruction fire, you know. That's over, damage loss.
Okay, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Yes.
Opposed, none, the motion is carried. And I guess that we need to, redo our bylaw for the integrity commission. That the council for the corporation of the township of Broome Island, Dock and Raglan hereby adopt bylaw 2025-36, being a bylaw to amend Schedule A of bylaw 2023-39, being a bylaw to appoint Cunningham Swan, Carty, Little, and Bonham LLP, Tony Fleming as integrity commissioner pursuant to section 223.3 of the municipal act 2008, and having been read first, second, and third time and finally passed. Can I get a mover to that? Moved by Councilor Banks, seconded by Councilor Johnson. Any comments or questions? Well, we have no choice. No, and I mean. We've never used him, so, but apparently he's pretty good. So a lot of things local ones around use. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor? Yes. Opposed, none, the motion is carried. There's no vote? Okay. Wow. That we, the council for corporation of the township of Broome Island, Dock and Raglan, and the small law 2025-37, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the August 6, 2025 review meeting in council, having been read a first, second, and third time and finally passed. Can we get a move to that, please? Yeah. Moved by Councilor Keller, seconded by Councilor Banks. Any comments or questions? I'll call for the vote. All those in favor? Opposed, none of the motions carried. And we have a resolution that this meeting adjourns at.
Just 1 second, 1 second,
Eh?
1 second.
Okay,
Are you good? You're good with it?
Yeah. Yeah, I straightened out the majority.
Yeah, so,
That you want to talk about or something?
no, I just wanna make sure we didn't listen to some. So,
Wasn't on my right, I never submitted it to be put on the agenda anyways, but I know about our compensation, yeah, I issues with original, so.
Sure. This meeting adjourns up on time. One 11. Shown by Council Plaza. When you second. Wasser drill. Yeah. Okay.